There are 4 things I need you all to note in this video.
I think a section of Nigerians question why the president couldn't take 30 minutes, go to this community and actually visit the people. You had to truck those who were affected to the airport
the president arrived late.
To meet the president.
Let me explain to you. The president arrived late. He knew what was going to, because I said he had a prior meeting in Abuja with the president of Chad. So that delayed his movement to Jos. He arrived late, but ahead of him, he had sent the chief of army staff, Lieutenant General Waidi, to the state. He had sent the defense minister. He had sent some of the IGP, Inspector General of Police, to the state. They were all in Jos ahead of him. And they had all of them had gone to Rukuba to really find out what was happening and what happened there, and then to try to calm the place down. So all of them waited for him at the airport. When he arrived, he faced a particular problem. From the airport of Jos to the town will have taken about 40 minutes. And because that it would take him 40 minutes, he also knew that you cannot fly out of the airport after 6 p.m. So time was really against him. So he had to make everything quick to leave the city.
There are those who feel that it was a photo op moment. And not, it was a photo op moment. Those are the concerns, advisor.
It's far from that. He achieved his aim. Representatives of the victims, they all came to the meeting. The leaders, the local leaders in Plateau, they all came to the meeting. If you watch it on television, you see what the president did. He allowed all these people to speak.
Now that a few days have passed since this incident happened, are you able to tell us definitively how did these killings happen under the watch of the government?
Well, you know, as a government, you cannot predict at times when these gun-wielding elements in our country, where they will strike and things like that.
Isn't that why you have an elaborate intelligence unit to help you do that?
No, no. Well, sometimes, or most of the time, our intelligence officials are able to nip in the bud a violent conflict like this. But I think this one escaped their radar. Nobody expected it. It just happened. But Jos, right from decades ago, 3-4 decades ago, has always been a center of this kind of conflict. It's a communal conflict between Muslims and Christians, and that's what happened.
So it's been several days again since this incident occurred. How many arrests so far have been made?
I cannot speak on that because I don't have that information yet, but I know the security people...
Advisor, who would have that information? Your advisor to the president...
They must have made some...
So can you say that no arrests have been made so far?
I say I don't have that specific information now, but what I know is that the security people are storming the place. The president even gave them a direct order to go there and arrest the troublemakers.
The president made a promise in that brief meeting at the airport with residents that this will never happen again. How can he make that promise? On what grounds was he making that promise?
With what has happened there, government knows that it has to put many boots on the ground. It has to increase the intelligence in that zone to ensure that we don't have such conflicts anymore.
So why should the people believe him? Because previous promises have been made and the attacks still happen.
Well, this is a promise. He has not made such promise before. He's making it to the people of Jos. The government will do everything possible to ensure that we don't have a repeat of what happened on Sunday.
All right. One on the list, and one of the 4 things I told you guys to know. First on the list, did you notice the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? He arrived late, even though he knew his schedule. That's not just a delay, you understand? It shows poor time management in government. It shows lack of respect for victims. You understand? For victims' time. Victims in that kind of situation. He knows his schedule. You won't tell him that he doesn't know his schedule. He has people working for him. If that was his priority, if he has people in mind, you understand? If that was his priority, you understand? He could have been there on time. That's poor management. The person ruling the country. How come someone ruling the country or someone in charge of a place, you understand, don't know his priority? Someone without time management, he can't. Time management is even on his 4 years. We need someone that has time management on the seat. So the overall thing I'm saying is, what you should notice about this government, about this ruling government, APC now, and this one brought it out clearly, verbatim, time management. Second on the list, I want you all to note, did you guys catch that word that he sent many officials ahead of him, instead of him to go visit and hit the nail at the head, instead of him going himself to know the root of how this thing started? Normally, you understand, as a hierarchy and high position he is, he can send his ministers, you understand. But there are some situations whereby the person in charge, the person ruling the country, needs to be there, needs to be in the matter, needs to attend, needs to, not just sending officials. He himself needs to be present in the matter. This is a real something. It's not just, you understand. So the fault you guys should be noting in videos like this, you understand. People like this, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is supposed to be in the matter, right there, solve it. But instead, he sent his officials, and it makes it look like he's avoiding responsibilities. Are you guys catching? Are you guys grabbing? Anything that comes to him, anything that is about him, he sends it to his officials. He doesn't know anything that's happening in the country where he's ruling. Rather than him addressing the problem directly, problem that is being brought to him on his chair, something that happened on his day, on his birthday. You understand, something that concerns him, that is the head. He doesn't want to take the responsibility. That's the second thing I need you all to note. You understand? Responsibility. Junior God. The third on the list, this is very serious. You understand? It should not be kept. You should not even keep quiet of this. This is a very, very serious matter we are talking about right now. It's a very, very serious case. Did you hear that? Third on the list, did you hear that those victims were teleported from their community to the airport to see Mr. President? How is that done? They were teleported. They provided the vehicle for them, the truck for them. People that were wounded, victims, family of the victims. Instead of person where they in charge of country to go to the community of where that thing happened, they were being transported to the airport. Still, I said this will not be your priority. They don't. This is a very serious case. You understand? They don't take you guys as your priority. Teleporting. Imagine that rule was reversed to the president. Wouldn't he feel bad about it? Imagine now, let me say the president now is the people, the victims, or his family is the victims. Those opposite side, in each opposite side. So just tell you, this is an eye opener for you all to really understand the extent. They don't take us as priority. And not their priority. This is a very serious case, and that needs to be noted out separately. It's a big icebreak. How would I say? It's a big for someone in the whole Nigeria and Africa, for the whole world. Teleporting your victims. Even the ones where they break their leg, are teleporting them to come see you. The fourth on the list of what you guys should also note. They said, according to the advisor, he said that officials were sent, even the officials that were sent. You understand? What is the thing? What tangible? They haven't brought anything tangible. According to them, they were sent. Okay, let us believe. Okay, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has his people, has officials that he sent. Now, you heard when he was being asked, how many people, how many accomplishments, how many people have they arrested? Nothing. They haven't achieved anything. Then what's the essence of sending officials? So you're saying it. We are not this big priority. We are not. Things that were being given to the officials. Okay, president has people. How will this thing hold? How long will it hold? Will it continue for 2027? People that, even the president, you cannot give, the president himself cannot hand something over to his people, to them not say so-called officials, to his officials. You understand? Weeks are gone. It will reach months now. Nothing has been done. No arrest. Nothing has been achieved. You see how the way the advisor is beating and this that's the president advisor. You see the way he's beating around the bush. Can you see that? So now it's a question to you all, to we all. You understand? You don't just watch video for watching sake. Note these things and ask yourself this question: have we really these people priority? If these people continue this way, if these rulers get into 2027, how will it be? People that doesn't have plan, they don't no time management, no priority, they don't have their priorities. They don't take the people they are ruling. We that is it inaugurated them, or we that put them on the seat, citizens. They don't know the priority. Victims that are wounded, they don't know the responsibilities. The head of. So this is a big question. You understand? Are we their priority? Are we their priority? We are not their priority. You understand? So the thing is that the victims here are not even the priority of them coming. You understand? For victims to be teleported. Just ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question.